Well, Donald Trump's rally in Michigan was a complete and total disaster. And I want to walk through a bunch of moments from this. You may have seen the first part, which is tech problems to the max. So many tech problems. Let's get right into it. Please do, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button as we're charging toward 1 million subscribers. One thing that I find interesting about this clip is how much joy the two gentlemen behind Trump seem to be exhibiting as Trump's mic goes out. They're just having a ball.
CEO of Bloomberg interviewed me, and I think he understood it. And I think the Wall Street Journal now understands it. Because to me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary, it's not love, it's not respect.
And that's where the mic cuts out. And you can see this little group of three, one is behind Trump, and these two, they're just having the time of their lives. They don't seem to be paying attention to what Trump was saying. Now you can see Trump realizes the mic has gone out, and we're in a tough spot then. And as many shows have talked about already, he then just sort of, at this point or another point when the mic cuts out, for 15 plus minutes, just wanders around and looks at people. And I guess what else do? You could think of something, but because of all these tech problems, Fox had to cut away and pretend like Trump was having a much more sane rally than he was.
President, there are many different tax policies which could cripple the economy, but the first thing she wants to do is allow these Trump tax cuts.
So you've been listening to President Trump there in Detroit, Michigan. You heard him say that people call him a protectionist, but he wants to protect you, the American people, you, the American worker, explaining that quite clearly. But let's move now from Michigan, where you're watching President Trump, to Pennsylvania.
Just so intellectual and thoughtful and level-headed in the way that he's explaining. I should say what he was saying before the mic cut out, which the mic was doing him a favor. Cut that thing. That's making him seem better than he is. Him explaining his economic proposals is difficult to listen to. He's now just been reduced to saying tariff is a really beautiful word. The most beautiful word in the dictionary. Not love. I hate love. Not respect. But tariff. That's where he was going. And that's not... I know he's saying because of the implications of what I would do with tariffs, but it seems like he just started to struggle to understand complex economic solutions, and so he decided he'd just latch onto one, just tariffs. That would be the only thing I can explain. And as it becomes more and more difficult for me, because I don't understand how tariffs work, because I keep saying that foreign governments are paying us the tariffs, I'm going to just start describing how beautiful the word is. Then, because of the tech problems, Trump threatened the company that ran the tech stuff, I guess.
And this is important because we're doing things here that are really going to be amazing. So let me know, and if it goes out again, I'll sue the ass off that company. We're going to sue them. Then they'll say, what a horrible guy Trump is. He's a terrible guy.
All right. And he continued this idea here.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So now what happens is I won't pay the bill for this stupid company that rented us this crap. I won't pay the bill, and then we'll have a story that Trump didn't pay the bill to a contractor. No, when they do that kind of a job, they'll pay the bill. That's terrible. They also had a little problem with energy coming into the building, but I'm not blaming it on that. But here's my plan.
Okay, there's the plan. And actually, before getting on to a different, more from this rally, let me see if I can find... Well, I should show you from a different event in Michigan, he was able to articulate, as well as he can, what he was trying to say when the mic went out.
Thank you. And that was easy. I didn't even do anything other than say, I'm telling you, the man said it right over here. It's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. You have other words that are damn nice like love, but I tell you, I think it's more beautiful than love, the word tariff. And
if you find yourself sitting next to someone energetically laughing at them making the quality of a joke that Trump just made there, reevaluate. It's always interesting watching him. No wonder his humor has become so flawed. If people around you are acting like that's just gonna crack them up, stuff like that, or how he tells the same jokes at his rally and every time the crowd goes, so funny. Hannibal Lecter would like you for dinner. You beautiful woman, stand up. He'd like to eat you for dinner. So funny. But he just told that 16 times. Okay. I guess that's how you get to have the humor of Trump, is people just laugh at everything you say.
Mike, we'll talk in a couple of minutes. How about we'll go through it pretty quick, Dale, and then I'm going over to make a little speech in front of 10,000 people. You think this is an easy life I have, right? I go from here, I say, am I finished? They say, no, sir, you have one more speech. Oh, good, where is it? What is it, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away? Is that?
Yeah, and I play that for you because Harris has been pointing out that he's getting really exhausted on the campaign trail. Maybe if campaigning is too tiring, he shouldn't be president, because that's pretty tiring too. And he keeps playing into that by complaining in interviews, complaining at events like that he has to campaign so much, which is not something he did in 2016. And then he says stuff like this back in the Detroit rally.
But November 5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America. And when I get rid of this microphone at the end of this speech, it's going to be Liberation Day for Donald J. Trump, because I'm blowing out my voice to get this sucker done. I'm blowing out my voice.
He really does emphasize how difficult all of this has been for him. At one point, he says something, and so someone stands up and is saying stuff, and then Trump says, shut up, just sit down.
Please raise your hand. Oh, we have a one guy. I have a feeling he won't be doing it when they... Nah, thank you very much. Good. Thank you. Sit down. That's enough. That's enough. He's our friend, but that's enough.
So there is that. At one point, something that Trump really gets mad about, apologies for that, that people will point out when it happens, is that people behind him were getting ready to go, walking down from the stands there, looking like they are leaving before he's done speaking. That's something that he's insisted doesn't happen. And we see it from back in the stands or in the crowd, but always interesting to see it right behind him, because that's not the image he wants to have out there. Here he struggles to say Kamala's name for a second.
As a senator, this one.
He always acts like it's something that was done to him. I have verbal mishaps all the time, and I'll just sort of back up and retry the word. He always goes either, you know what I'm saying, or sort of aggrieved that the word didn't come out right. Saudi Arabia and Russia will reproduce Kamala. And then here he acknowledges he knows perfectly well how to pronounce her name, but he purposely says it wrong.
Has imported into our country, or to say it a little differently, Kamala, but I don't give a damn if I pronounce it right. Who the hell can pronounce it?
I have to tell you, what on earth is going on with these guys? This guy's just having the time of his life, laughing at everything. Wow. Can you imagine? Here's what I propose. Let's just pronounce each other's names correctly, and then we can disagree still. I can aggressively disagree with you, but I'll just give you the respect of saying your name correctly. I don't mispronounce Donald Trump's name. You can pronounce Kamala Harris's name. And Trump does it correctly there, showing that he knows he's doing it on purpose, which is a very childish thing to do. Then finally, his big closing message.
early voting is underway, so get everyone you know and go out and vote. Go tomorrow. It's just starting. Go and vote. Make sure you vote and bring all our friends that want to vote for us. Tell them, Jill.
I think what's going on here, by the way, before showing you this, with the guy behind Trump, is there's some monitor screen up to the left of Trump. Imagine going to a rally and spending the whole rally looking at yourself in the camera on the projection or something. That's pretty strange. Pretty strange.
For us, tell him, Jill, get your fat husband off the couch. Get that fat pig off the couch. Tell him to go and vote for Trump. He's going to save our country. Get that guy the hell off her. Get him up, Jill. Slap him around. Get him up. Get him up, Jill. We want him off the couch to get out and vote. Bring your friend.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be listening to what Trump's saying, but I'm just fixated on the guy right above Trump's right shoulder. The whole time he's locked in looking at the screen, clearly looking at himself, or maybe looking at Trump, but he can see himself. And just as the rally's going on, yeah, ooh, I'm looking mighty fine in that screen. That is one way to experience the rally. I guess he could be looking at Trump, as I said, because it's probably not the best sight to just stare right at Trump's rear end the entire time, or the back of his head, and just sort of see it bobbling as he's talking. That's probably not super interesting. So maybe that's what's going on. But quite the disastrous rally. Tech problems. Him wandering around on stage for a super long time. And him doing his normal stuff and then saying, get your fat husband off the couch. Let me know what you thought. Support the show. Get the bonus show by clicking the join button below.